Hey, check this out. My dad bought me the new iPhone, which is the best phone in the world.
What are you talking about? My new Galaxy phone is way faster.
But iPhone doesn't get any virus, which makes it more secure.
Okay, but Android phone has the latest technology.
I don't care because I know iPhone is made of better quality materials and yours is all plastic.
Is that so? Well, I think you and your phone are ugly.
Huh? Well, I don't like your face.
You're a loser because your phone is so retarded.
You better take that back, you son of a bitch.
Whoa. Let's discuss this like civilized people. Cell phones are either tools or toys. Whatever the case may be, you want the perfect device that fits your needs. So, let's find the answer to the freaking question once and for all. What's better, iPhone or Android? Let's find out. To make it a fair comparison, let's grab the latest and greatest Android phone that there is, which is the Samsung Galaxy S8, because it's very similar in price and technology to the latest iPhone. The comparison will consist in the following: specs, performance, price, features, and a balance of pros and cons. Let's start with the Samsung Galaxy S8 specs. Dust and waterproof body over 1.5 meter, 5.8 inch, 2560 by 1440 Super AMOLED display, Octa-Core 2.3 GHz Exynos processor, that's 8 cores, 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, expandable up to 256 GB, primary camera 12 megapixels, 4K 2160p, secondary camera 8 megapixels, 2K 1440p, operating system Android 7.0, 3000 mAh battery, USB 3.1 Type-C reversible connector, 2 card slots, dual SIM card support, and yes, it does have a headphone jack, with a price tag of $725. Now let's move on with the iPhone 8 specs. Dust and waterproof 1 meter, 4.7 inch, 750 by 1334 display. That's a weird resolution. Anyways, processor Apple A11 Bionic Hexa-Core. In case you didn't know, that's 6 cores. 2 GB of RAM, 64 GB of storage, primary camera 12 megapixels, 4K 2160p, secondary camera 7 megapixels, HD 1080p, operating system iOS 11, 1821 mAh battery, USB 2.0, 1 card slot, no headphone jack available, and a price tag of $700. Obviously, the Galaxy S8 is superior in terms of hardware, and it is the winner of this round. My personal opinion, iPhone looks so outdated next to the Galaxy S8. But this is just hardware. Let's move on to performance and test each phone. Maybe the iPhone is faster. Benchmarks, because we all love some benchmarks. We are going to get our data based on gsmarena.com benchmarks of Basemark OS 2 that shows the following: iPhone 8 with a score of 3,934 and the Galaxy S8 with a score of 3,376. Clearly, the iPhone wins this round with its more powerful processor, even though it only has 6 cores. But these are just numbers. Let's test them with real life stuff like how long does it take to boot and to open up an app and to browse the internet. When it comes to booting up, the Galaxy S8 loses. But let's go ahead and open a few apps like the phone dialer app. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Maybe the SA was quicker. It's hard to tell. Now let's try settings. It's about the same on both phones. Moving on to some third-party applications. We will kick things off with Instagram. Here we go. As we can see, the S8 loads up the feed quicker. Now let's load some games like Subway Surfers. Okay, this was pretty clear. Let's try another game. Once again, iPhone finished loading first. So, which means iPhone loads game faster than any other phone. Next up, Snapchat. Galaxy S8 is faster. Another game. Still iPhone faster when it comes to loading games. Spotify. Galaxy is done. Uber. Twitter. And finally, the camera. Now let's check the browsers. Let's go to wikipedia.org. And the SA easily wins on the first website. Next, gsmarena.com. Once again, Android wins. Now, let's see the RAM performance. Phone dialer still kept into the memory. And now settings. And as we can see, settings got refreshed on the Galaxy S8. Checking out Instagram, still there on both phones. The games are still there too. There was only one refresh on the Galaxy S8. Okay, when it comes to booting up, iPhone is faster. Loading apps, Galaxy S8. Loading games, of course, it's gonna be iPhone. Browsing the internet, Galaxy S8 takes the lead. RAM performance, iPhone. So clearly, iPhone wins this round. Not so much because of the hardware, but because of the operating system that is better optimized, as well as the apps. Pros and cons, let's start with iPhone. Stability. You feel familiar with all iOS devices. You know exactly what you're going to get. Very consistent and fast. Simplicity. Easy to use. Easy to back up and restore. iMessage. A lot of people love it. We all know this. No bloatware at all. The iOS interface is more pleasing to the eyes. iPhone cons. No headphone jack. No, don't even get me started on this because this is so stupid. I'm going to tell you anyways. The newer iPhones don't have a headphone jack, which means you need a special adapter to listen to music. The real reason behind all of this is money, because Apple wants you to buy the new wireless headphones, and they are very expensive. You need to buy separate accessories if you want fast charging, which are kind of expensive too. No fingerprint reader on the new iPhone X. New updates are terrible for all Apple devices. When a new iPhone comes out, there is a new update for older iPhones. And most of the time, this is very problematic. It makes your old device run slow, with bugs and glitches, because the old hardware is not capable to handle the new software. Very restrictive. You are limited to the things you can do on all Apple devices. Bad notification system. Most people hate the way the notifications are displayed on iPhone. The same old launcher. You need iTunes to access your device from a PC to transfer stuff to it. This could be complicated and a slow process for some people. Widgets are terrible. And now Android pros. Expandable memory. Most Android phones allow you to add more memory to it. In some cases you can go from 8 GB of storage and extend it up to 256 GB. Dual SIM card support. Some Android phones allow you to have 2 different numbers from different services. Some companies like Samsung delivers new technology sooner than iPhone. A good example would be when integrated wireless charging was introduced by Samsung on 2014 with the Galaxy S6. And then iPhone included this feature with the iPhone 8 3 years later. That's a very long time. More options. There are a lot of manufacturers for Android devices, which is good because it gives you more options. If you don't like a brand, you can choose another one. Different styles, sizes, specs, and prices. You can buy a brand new Android phone for as low as $50 US. How cool is that? Better window multitasking. Now, there is even a new type of Android phone that are dual screen foldable, unlike nothing you have ever seen before, like the ZTE Exynos M. And this is something iPhone fans won't get anytime soon. Fast charging accessories are already included with Samsung phones. Support for virtual reality. This is really fun. I have another video about my first experience with VR, link in the description box below. On all Android devices, you always have a headphone jack. Stylus. Samsung has included an S Pen with its Note series of devices that will allow you to draw, mark up photos, etc. Customization. You have the ability to add your own launcher, your own icon packs, and own widgets. If you don't like something, you just get rid of it and tailor it exactly the way you want it. Good integration with Google. The most useful apps are made by Google, which means they just work better with Android. You have more control over the processes that are running than on iOS. So on Android, you can force stop applications, whereas on iOS, even if you swipe away, that doesn't actually end the program from running. Also on Android, you can do things like clear the cache and the data of each app. You don't need a program like iTunes to access your device from your PC, to add files, music, and videos to it. This is a very simple process, just copy and paste. The home button. Android has 3 buttons to choose from with different functions. There is the regular home button in the middle, app switcher, and the back button. The notification light. Some people love the notification light that some Android phones have, like the Samsung Galaxy series. Widgets are better on Android. They are right there where you want them to be. And of course, there are more apps available for Android. Android cons. App instability. Cooler and warmer screens depending on the device. App crashes. By default, everything looks kinda messy, bloatware, late system updates. Some apps just run better on iPhone, let's be honest. Android devices are not consistent. You don't really know what to expect because there are so many different Android phones with different specs. When it comes to specs, Android offers better hardware, and with performance, iPhone offers a slightly more powerful phone at a cheaper price. Well, it's just $25, not a big difference. And of course, Android has more features, and with a balance of pros and cons that I found on the internet based on opinions from different people, Android has more positive things than negative. With my research and my personal opinion, I believe the Samsung Galaxy S8 is a better phone and the winner. But I have to admit, I'm very impressed by iPhone 8 and all the things it has to offer. To wrap it up, quick conclusion. Both phones are good in their own way, but iPhone is meant for regular people, because it just gets the job done. Android, in the other hand, are enjoyed by geeks, people who want to get in the nitty-gritty because it's fun. In general, if you're not a tech enthusiast who really wants to dig down in the settings to get everything exactly right, then I definitely believe that iPhone is better for you if you don't like to deal with technology. That's why a lot of people say iPhone is better, because they don't really know the specs of their own phone, and they haven't even tried a good quality Android phone such as a Samsung Galaxy S8. They usually compare iPhone with a cheap Android phone. They just like iPhone because it's pretty and just because it can run your favorite apps, but that doesn't mean it can do it all or more than Android. Are you on Team iPhone or Team Android? Let me know on the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and check out my channel to watch more videos like this one, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until the next time.